Hey guys, welcome back for another video. Today we are doing a Dranbuster combo. This is Dranbuster 560 taper. Now, I got a few comments on some of my previous videos on Buster saying that 560 will offset the off balance of it. It doesn't. If you didn't have to like rotate the ratchet, it probably would, but just like the way the contact points line up, this is the back, it still ends up off balance. There's no way to orient it that really mitigates that, but it is heavier than the 3 and 4 sided ratchets, so we're going with it, and we're doing taper just because it's a little bit higher stamina. Not that it really matters with Buster. You could just go all in and use something like gear flat or low flat, but I'm using taper. So we're going to be going up against Wizardrod on 570 hex. I am going to be solo launching this time. I'm not going to use the double launcher grip, just so I can get some pretty spicy launches with this. Buster is one of those that you really have to hard launch. Like, you know, if you're using ripcord, you're probably in a good position because you can eke out a little bit more power with those. I prefer more control personally of the string launcher. Any Beyblade that requires you to launch as hard as humanly possible to be good, I don't know if does that still classify as good? Because I mean, you could do that with Rhino Horn. You just launch as hard as humanly possible, and there's a good chance something will happen. But yeah, we're gonna put it up against Wizardrod 570 Hexa, and we're gonna see how it does. We'll do 10 rounds. We'll see win-loss percentage at the end. We'll see how good this combo does. Feel free to drop your Buster combos down in the comments below. That is a burst for Buster. I would probably run Wizardrod on 960 or 560, but I'm keeping it on 570 for this video. It's a point for Wizard, 1-1. That is 2-1 for Wizard. Two. Tied up. That is 3-2. Buster's just weird. It dies so fast. If you don't get that first couple hits, that's pretty tough. What is that? 3-3? An extreme finish. Nice. 4-3, I think, for Buster. Four. That is 5-4 for Rod. 5-5. Let's do one more. 6.5, so ended up pretty close. Like I said, I don't know that I would run this on 570. I think 560 or 960 might be a little safer. The thing with Buster, though, is like, I really feel like you probably want to try to avoid. Now, there's a good chance if you were in a match going up against someone, you'd probably end up trying to counter tilt. That way they can't scoop up under you, which is typically a pretty good strategy when going up against attack. But you could also like swap out Hex for like point or gear point. Pretty much any other bit. You could even put it on taper, because ultimately it's still going to outspin Buster anyway, even on the higher aggro bits. So if you can avoid Buster, you're probably in a pretty good spot. You only have to avoid Buster for, a couple seconds of the match, and then it's basically donezo. So the biggest issue is the start of the match, I feel like, with Buster. It's got the potential. If you can get those first big hits, it does really well. Like, it hits hard. But if you don't hit those first couple hits, like, the likelihood of you winning drops drastically. It's one of the reasons why I'm not an enormous fan of this. Like, I don't know that I would actually run this in a tournament. I know people are, and there's some Japanese players and stuff that are doing well with this, but I don't know if I would run it, just because I would like to pick something that's a little higher odds of winning. Because if you're playing against a good player, I feel like they're going to know to counter launch or to launch to avoid Buster at the start. So I don't know. I guess we'll kind of see as things go on how the meta progresses and how things sort of shape up in terms of where this sits, sort of as far as usage goes, as far as like, winning deck builds go. And then, even if something gets carried into deck, and they win, doesn't necessarily mean that the combo did particularly well. You can have 3 combos in a deck and 2 of those combos carry the other, and one of them just like not be amazingly great. So, but I don't know. I'm very interested to see sort of how the meta shapes up now that the UX stuff is released, and sort of where Buster ends up sitting. I personally ranked it pretty low, but that's my opinion. So I'm not always right, and I don't necessarily rank it low because I don't think it has potential to do well. I think it does. It's just not a play style that I'm particularly fond of. The sort of glass cannon thing, not my favorite sort of build. But let me know your combos down in the comments. Hit the like for the algorithm. I'll see you all in the next one.